So I've been taking SOfit classes for about 2 years now. I got pretty serious about them in the last year and a half. I think for me, the journey has been one that like I really didn't think I was missing something in my life. I just thought I don't want to be lazy and sit on my couch, and I like want to work out. But I realized I wasn't necessarily missing the workout part of my life. I was like really missing like friends and people that were advocating for me. And SOfit brings together people that aren't necessarily the same life stage and don't have the same goals. So it doesn't matter if your goal looks like my goal, because we're not competing for that. We don't have to have the same resources for it. We just want to kind of get towards our own individual goal. I often describe Lillian as my Korean alter ego, mostly because my name is also Lillian, so the similarities are immediately obvious. If I were to like meet her on the streets and like hear what she does, I'd be like, those are crazy things. But I just like love her. Like I just, like so much of, I know like SOfit has so many pieces of it, but like ultimately it's Lillian, and like you love her or you don't love her, but like you know that she's looking out for you. No one before I think has so clearly been like, you might be happier or better off if you like did these things. Here are some tools to get there. This is what's best for you, but I'm not gonna do the work for you, which is very different, but also makes it hard. So I have tried to get a lot of friends to come. It is not really for people that aren't really willing to make the commitment. This isn't like a normal yoga studio or a cycling studio where like you pay a certain amount of money and you get a certain number of hours in the studio space. It's perfect for the person who has ambitious plans for themselves and isn't quite sure how to get there. And that can be whether it's, you know, physical, like I definitely have seen my body change, but it's also for the person who's like, I want to make my career better, I want to make my relationship better, and they're not really sure what to do. And I'm definitely not a person who like ever thought about going to therapy or that I like needed therapy, but like we all need a space to like set intentions and to think on them and to reflect on them. And I think for me, SOfit has really been that place to like put out intentions, to get reactions to it, to be held accountable for those intentions. So I think if you're ready to be in that space and be super sweaty and be super ripped, this is it. I think the thing I hate the most about SOfit is like being open and honest, that like I'm not always happy or I'm not always proud of the product I produced, or I didn't always put in my best effort. SOfit is that like one safe space I have to talk about those things, but just because it exists doesn't mean it's easy. So I have a lot of favorite things about SOfit. I think for me the thing that comes to mind immediately is that I feel like I have like the brain power of like an incredible group of people that would kind of rush and jump into any problem solving I need. The SOfit community is a group that's really cared to make sure that I didn't like wither away and that I'm like working towards my full potential.